Becoming the seamless whole of God. Beloved ones, when you focus on the power of love, your heart is recognizing its true identity. It recognizes its eternal home in me. You are lifted into exquisite joy. Everything once limited opens out before you, and you are embraced by a universe of limitless possibilities, every one of them love in action. Love is the movement of life. Love as first cause, primary essence. Love as the song of your being. From this moment, from this perspective, from the experience of the vibration of love, that which you know as the world can never feel your attention again. Rather, it becomes the field in which love plays. It becomes the power of the living colors of the heart of God, I am. It becomes the great canvas for the expression of your life as the outreach of love and its blessing and the acknowledgement of its power. There is one true power in all creation, and it is the power of the truth of your heart. When you know this, as you focus upon this only, then nothing can pull you into a limited relationship with life. Nothing can take your vast consciousness and reduce it into being a human mind, and nothing can interfere with the field of joy that is your heart in action. Right in the world becomes that which you touch with the beam of your heart to illuminate, that you might share this endless joy. Everything depends on what your focus is, and right now, I am lifting you to a new, more grand perspective, that you may no longer live as a human being seeking God, wanting to learn how to overcome the fear. Rather, you are the free and open heart of this limitless force of creation that love is, able to release what exists in the world, to let it be, while you open to this bliss, trusting that the flow of love to your heart will create before you vistas of beauty, as you become the hand of God, painting light into being in ever new and more beautiful ways. Where your focus is where your heart is at work. Where your focus is your choice of your venue, your canvas. Where your focus is will determine not only your experience, but more importantly, will determine your vibration, that you might be in resonance with the world or in resonance with the perfection of all creation, in resonance with the truth of God, I am. So rather than seeing yourself as engaged in the world of a human being, feel the truth of the power of love and the reality of your energy field, in which the limited you disappears, and the power of love, the joyous truth of God, is your identity, and where you live is the feeling nature of the heart of love, I am. Particularly at this point on the apex of transformation, if you dance with the release of time and little mind and ego, it is of critical importance to make sure your focus remains immersed in the truth of love, alive to this glorious vibration all of the time, beloved ones. It is possible to not be reduced to the perspective of the ego anymore, but to be fully identified with the glory of God, with the powerful vibration of the truth of love so deeply that you become aware of yourself as a living part of this energy of unity, of light in all its beauty, that doesn't depend on the happening of the ego's world. The creation of love, the experience of life, the acknowledgement of your existence as the heart of God, I am, takes you far beyond being affected by what happens in your daily life, and allows you instead to see that arena as encompassed in love's energy, and of far less significance than the feel of being immersed in the truth of that which is eternal, allowing the dance of life and of duality to play out without attachment, while you are aligned with the glory of God and the power of love eternally. It is a time to decide moment to moment where your focus is. It is a time to choose what is important, that you might experience love made manifest in the symbols of your life, yes, but before this, and primarily, as the experience of who you are, ever home in me. First and foremost, love must be chosen and chosen and chosen and chosen again by asking yourself, is this of the world? Is this where I want my focus to go? Is this of love of God? Is this where I cast my vote? Is this where I choose to be unfettered no matter what has happened in the arena of the little mind's world? And once you have experienced this freedom, freedom from the boundaries of the perception of ego, freedom from the stories continually playing out in the mind, and thus freedom from the idea of fear, then every breath aligns you with the power of God, with the truth of love, the force of life that is the essence of your being, and allows you to be what you were always meant to be, the open heart, the conduit for this great creative energy to expand, to birth all life and to know itself in new ways. Through eons of the idea of time, humankind has wandered in the maze of the ego's stories and focused as such. You have perceived yourself as limited and at the mercy of forces outside of you, when in truth, you are the very focus of creation. In truth, you are the glory of God. In truth, you are the great blast of the moment of creation, streaming you forth as a universe in which many dances can occur, including this little one here in the perspective that is named the world, in this place of great experimentation and the powerful return to love. You are the love that the world now returns to. Beloved ones, take that sentence and put it on your wall. Take it in your heart and live it. Breathe it with every breath. You are the love into which humankind now awakens all of you. Simply now make this shift from believing in yourselves as a human identity to the continual experience of unlimited bliss that is the real truth of your being, anchored up in the power of God. As you remember that love is your essence and your true identity, that which you experience as your human life is at last given true perspective. It is a tiny bit of this great vast intelligence. This limited human consciousness is a speck in the great consciousness of human love, and is therefore always lifted, embraced, and made aware of the true foreground of life, the endless power of love. For now it is easy to fall into old habits and awake in the morning and see yourselves as a human being. You unravel in your mind what you believe about your day, things that you must do, challenges that you must overcome. Now you are ready to make the shift, to keep your hearts open and your consciousness unlimited so fully that even when you sleep, you are fully aware of yourself as the vast and limitless power of love, so that there is no break in consciousness awareness. While the body sleeps, you are fully aware. You can watch it, tend to it, and bless it while you vibrate as the glorious song of God, that when you wake in the morning, you wake with full remembrance. There is no time at all in your unconscious. This upliftment to full consciousness gives you the power to entrain all false beliefs into the truth of wholeness as you focus on the power of God, the power of love. Therefore, old heart's beliefs are simply lifted up into the realm of God, opened out into the truth of their eternal nature's love, that you might recognize on all levels, as a fully conscious being, that nothing can be hidden from the power of love. And even the subconscious and old heart's beliefs must give way to the magnetic presence of love, as your experience, born of your focus, becomes the continual resonance of ecstatic joy. And as you become the love, you are in full emergence as the heart of God. Then every part of your experience is entrained to this vibration of love. The ego's world dismantled and returned to its truth, and you, alive as a seamless being of pure awareness of the love I am. Nothing to capture your attention that is less than the power of love. It is true that many of you are still hiding parts of yourself from me. You are still living as a divided entity, believing there are different stratas of your intelligence, conscious, subconscious, id, and ego, whatever names you use for them. Now all the barriers are falling. All barriers, beloved one, including these false perceptions of divisiveness within yourself. You are ready to recognize yourself as a whole being, seamless as the truth of love, to go forth as the power of God in joy, to allow love's outreach to attune all life to me, to acknowledge the power of grace, to realign the resonance of the world beyond the belief in a separate humanity, but rather return to the whole heart of inseparable love that is your real identity, and is ultimately the truth of the world. As you immerse yourself in this vibration of love, whatever within you is still hiding will be made clear and consciously brought into the fold. Jeshua calls them the stray sheep. They are exactly this, parts that are hidden, beliefs in being a separate being on any level of life. When rejoined with the truth of eternal love, felt as the reality of this pulsing heart of God I am, brought home back into limitless love. It is ever and always an open book, an effortless outreach of love, an endless embracing of the sweet access of God, given divine fiat to create in glory an ever greater expansiveness of the experience of being limitless, and blazing forth new experiences of the miracle of relationship within wholeness. Choose this seamless life in me, and most of all, choose to be anchored up into the whole of love I am, choosing to experience your real resonance, opening to the blessing of your limitless heart, powerfully embracing our communion, the most exquisite and indescribable gift of all creation. This love is meant to be your focus, your choice, that you might experience the reality of God as your truth, your full identity, and as you are interwoven in this wholeness of love, a design, an extraordinary thread of this perfect weaving of God's expression and exploration. The world of time and mind is teetering on extinction, and it is your choice of focus that tips the balance. It is your willingness to let go of hiding from the power of the love that you are. It is your willingness thus to let go of the ego that wants to hide and keep its identity. When you release the experience of the world, let go of the little mind story. Open out your heart to receive me. Then your every breath, beloved one, is in harmony. Whatever the mind as yet plays out is done, embraced by love, while you identify with the whole truth, the limitless, seamless wholeness of God that is yet this extraordinary mystery of my heart as you experience it. Oh, beloved ones, there are so many gifts to be revealed, so many miracles to explore, so many shifts in the context of your life. They are effortless and easy if you change your focus. If there are things that you need to assist you in dropping the old heart's belief of a limited human being, you can certainly may use them, beloved ones, but always from the perspective of love. You, as this great expanded miracle of life, exploring how to release old perspective in this tiny part of yourself that you have seen as a limited human being. When you feel yourself beyond the influence of time, you begin to experience this miracle of seamless life, that everything exists in this unified field of God, and your experience truly is a matter of perspective, a matter of the choice of your focus. The time is here to focus on the truth of love and to let the rest, that which exists as time and little mind, play itself out while you live in bliss and wholeness. Every moment you are the magnet for greater experiences of the beauty of God unfolding within you, and thus coming before you as the world that love creates moment to moment. Let yourself live in this joy, beloved ones. There is no reason not to. So many of you are afraid of experiencing the good based on tales of a little mind and ego that says to you, well, if you are too happy, something bad will happen. This, beloved one, is pure hogwash. Of course, if you believe it, you can create it. The truth is joy is your natural state, and every moment of joy is a moment you are home in me. So come, keep your focus where it is meant to be. Expanded, limitless, pure light and the pulsing heart of God, vibrating in this resonance of ecstasy and pure love that can easily support you as you watch the playing out of the shift of the world into love and wholeness. Call on me to assist you in living this seamless and fully conscious life, that you might release the belief in the need for unconsciousness in sleep. It is not that I am saying the body does not need rest, but I am saying that your consciousness is always present and alive to love, and that the body can be resting within this field of joy, while you are aware of your experience as the vast unfolding blessing of the heart of God, the perfect love of all that is. Beloved ones, this is your true identity. Breathe with me the breath of life and feel this eternal heartbeat. Release your limited consciousness, for the moment it is released, ecstasy takes over, and your full awareness of the unfolding of real love, born anew each moment and newly interwoven into powerful and brand new creations, including what you have known as the world. So what shall it be today?